So we saw in the last lecture module that Descartes' life sits at this nexus between the scholastic medieval worldview and methodology, and the methodology and worldview that's emerging as a result of the scientific revolution and the European Renaissance. Now, one way in which this tension between the scholastic and scientific worldviews emerges is in Descartes' foundationalism about the deliverances of judgments, which we'll standardly construe as beliefs. So foundationalism about beliefs is the theory that all of your beliefs about the world are built upon or derived from some set of foundational beliefs, in the same way that a building is built upon a set of foundational stones. All of your beliefs, therefore, are either foundational beliefs or they are dependent upon foundational beliefs. And so you might think of them as scoops in an ice cream cone. Each scoop in your ice cream cone is dependent upon the integrity of the lower scoop, the scoop just below it. So every scoop is interrelated and connected. They're all ultimately dependent upon that bottom scoop, the first scoop, which in our metaphor here is our foundational beliefs. And Descartes' view isn't just about the structure of our beliefs, it's a structure about how our beliefs get their epistemic merit. How do they become knowledge? And contemporary foundationalism inherits this view about the nature of epistemic merit, about what makes a belief a good belief. So contemporary foundationalism about knowledge asserts that all of one's knowledge is either foundational beliefs or built upon foundational beliefs, that is derived from foundational beliefs. Ultimately, then, the merit of all your beliefs is traceable back to this set of foundational beliefs. Now, foundational beliefs pass on their merit, their justification, to the beliefs that are derived from them, and they get their justification intrinsically. That is, they're self-justified. They are undoubtable. They are certain. They are beyond repute. All of one's other knowledge, then, is going to depend upon these foundational beliefs for its justification. So the foundational beliefs are intrinsically justified. They are undoubtable. They are certain. They are intrinsically, epistemically meritorious. They then pass on that justification, that epistemic status, to beliefs that are derived from them, just as the integrity of any individual scoop of our ice cream cone here is going to depend upon the integrity of the scoops below it. Now again, for Descartes, the relevant idea traces the epistemic merits of one's clear and distinct judgments, his version of things that I cannot doubt, through successive, clear, and distinct judgments. Again, the idea here is every belief I have, insofar as it's got epistemic merit, got that merit through a clear and distinct judgment from another belief. And that belief itself gets its epistemic merit from a clear and distinct judgment from another belief, and so on and so on. Ultimately, this succession of justification transference terminates in those elements of immediate experience. That is, our judgments about the way the world appears to us, just the appearances themselves. And hence, we get epistemic merit from that immediate experience, from the certainty of our immediate experience. So when you see something that's red, it is undoubtable. It is certain. You can clearly and distinctly perceive the nature of your experience. And for Descartes, that is where we start. And so we see that Descartes has this foundationalism. This foundationalism ties the epistemic merit of our beliefs about the external world to experience and to rational intuition as well. And it has this structure, the same sort of structure that we see in Euclid, that is, in the planar geometry that was developed and systematized in Euclid's Elements. In Euclid's Elements, all of geometrical knowledge is derived from a set of axioms. Those axioms are so clear and distinct, so certain, so beyond repute, that they are the basis for all our other knowledge. And all of our knowledge in planar geometry, all our knowledge of two-dimensional geometry flows from the certainty of those axioms together with the derivation of the next bit of information from those axioms themselves. And it's this structure that we'll see is very important both for Descartes' negative project and for his positive project. It is a counterbalance to the methodology and the epistemic credentials that we find in scholasticism, where authority is the source of epistemic warrant, and methodology isn't trying to test or develop new ideas. The methodology is trying to understand the reasons people had for their views, how they disagreed, and whether there's a possibility of reconciliation. This view, however, is different. This view says that we're generating new beliefs. We're generating new beliefs through inference. That inference is ultimately tied to our experiences.